Christians. And my brother here, he says that it's according to foreknowledge that God knows who will choose him and he knows who won't. And he knew that from the beginning. So I'm assuming here that the implication is that he believes, like a lot of people believe, that God uses his foreknowledge to see what you're going to do in the future and then chooses you or predestines you to salvation after he sees what you're going to do. That cannot be true. And if that cannot be true, then the definition of foreknowledge is wrong here. But it can't be true. And I'm going to tell you why. If the definition of foreknowledge is looking down the corridors of time, seeing what you're going to do, and then chooses you based on that and gives you salvation based on what he sees you doing to choose him, then that would imply, that wouldn't be implication. That would be explicit that your salvation is based on works. Why? Because if God looked down the corridors of time with foreknowledge, as is understood by most people, and sees that you're going to choose him and then chooses you, you are the first cause of your salvation and not him. And that is not true. Foreknowledge in this context doesn't mean seeing beforehand what you're going to do and therefore God chooses you. Foreknowledge means he set his affections upon you before time began. He set his love upon you before time. Foreknowledge foreknows you. He knows you by his love. His affections were set upon you. That's what it means. Not just that he saw what you're going to do. It's not about foreseeing the future, which is how most people take this. This is about knowing you, setting his affections upon you before time began. Just like when Jesus says on the day of judgment, "Depart from me, you workers of iniquity, because I never knew you." I never knew you. So I never knew you means I never set my affections upon you. In other words, my love wasn't directed toward you. So foreknowledge means his love was directed towards you before the foundation of the world. Be provoked, be persuaded.